Hi there, this is Love Johar, and in this particular video we will try to understand what exactly do we mean by risk identification. Risk identification is nothing but the first main part of the complete risk assessment process, as you will see in this video. So by now you must be wondering, what exactly do all these risk management terms mean, and how are these risk management terms interlinked with the overall risk management process, which is one of the most critical components of ISO 27001 and SMS implementation. So first, let's try to understand what exactly do we mean by risk assessment, and for those of you out there who do not understand this term, and after that we will try to understand what exactly do we mean by risk identification in more detail. So in order to achieve information security, an organization needs to first identify what are the most important assets and information aspects which require most protection, and thus an organization performs a risk assessment exercise in order to determine the level of risks and the suitable set of controls which can be implemented to minimize these risks for securing the confidentiality, integrity and availability of these assets. So risk assessment is nothing but a process to assess risk, that is, we need to assess the potential blocks in achieving our end goals and project completions. So the basic idea is to list all the events that may cause potential damage to your organization and have a clear understanding of how, where and why these loss may occur. So risk assessment is in turn made up of three different processes. First one is risk identification. As I mentioned, is one of the first processes which is involved in the complete risk assessment process, and we will be discussing this in this video. The second most important process which comprises of the risk assessment is risk analysis. The third important process which comprises of risk assessment is risk evaluation. Since you can see that there are three different processes involved in the overall risk assessment process, so for now, for this particular video, we will only try to understand the risk identification. So you can say that risk identification is nothing but a process that is used to find the risks that could potentially affect the achievement of your information security objectives. So risk identification basically involves the identification of risk sources, which means nothing but the main root cause for all the risks and their potential consequences. So what you must be thinking, what is the overall objective of having risk identification in the first place? So the main objective of risk identification process is nothing but the early and continuous identification of events that by any chance, if they occur, will have a negative impact on your project objectives. So our basic aim is to remove these unwanted events from happening, and these unwanted events may come from within the project or from external sources, as well as which means that we need to understand that we not only consider the internal risks but also the external risks that may impact our overall goals and objectives that we are trying to achieve. So by now you might be thinking, but why do we need risk identification in the first place, and why is it that this first step of the overall risk assessment process is so important? So the answer is risk identification is critical because a risk that is not identified at this stage will not be included in the risk analysis phase, and thus will not even be considered in the overall risk management process. So in future you will be completely vulnerable to this particular risk, as you have not done anything in order to remediate this particular risk. So in nutshell, if an organization does not even know and is aware of the risk that it faces, it will not be able to implement proper and effective protection and controls as well. So when identifying risks, it is important to clearly describe the risks so that it can be assessed and evaluated correctly. For example, if we try to assess the likelihood and impact of a risk, and we are trying to state it as a theft may occur, this is kind of very difficult to understand, and this is very vague and interpreted by anyone. It will not be easy to understand. So if we are trying to assess the same risk in another form as theft or loss of laptops outside the organizational premises, may result in financial loss and risk of information leak, as the theft detection processes are not robust enough. So this, as you can see, is kind of more easy to understand and straightforward risk assessment approach. So after that we can try to see what are the different methods of risk identification. So a practical approach is identifying all the assets that fall within your scope and ensuring that you have sufficient information for a proper analysis. So some basic information may include the type of assets, what are the owners and the value it represents for your company. So in order to ensure that comprehensive list of relevant risks are identified, there are mainly a couple of ways to approach risk identification. So we will mainly discuss about two simple approaches over here. So the first approach is to identify the root causes of risk, that is to identify the undesirable events or things that can go wrong, and then identify the potential impacts of the things on the project of such events if they occur. And the second approach is to identify all the essential functions that the project must perform or goals that it must reach to be considered successful, and then identify all the possible modes by which these functions might fail to perform. So the basic approach should be to identify all the important factors that are critical to your project's success, and then trying to work backwards in order to identify the things that can go wrong with each one. So what should be the periodicity or the intervals for performing this risk identification? This is another question that is coming to your mind. So risk identification should be performed early in the project, and this should be a recursive process, and this should continue recursively until the project is completed, because as your project progresses, more and more information and in-depth details will be gained about the project. So there may be instances where you will see that new risks are getting identified as the project progresses through the project life cycle. So that's it for this particular training video, and I hope you completely know and understand risk identification. If you are not clear, please watch this video again. And this is the only the first part of risk assessment process. In the upcoming videos, I will be also discussing the remaining two parts. So for now, that's it for this particular video, and I request you to please subscribe to my channel if you are really interested to study ISO 27001 and understand its implementation. As you can see that information security management system is a very vast topic, so please ensure that you subscribe to get the most out of it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below, and I will be happy to respond. Thanks so much. This is Love Johar. Thank you.